Since it doesn't look like I'm going to get to sleep anytime soon, I thought I'd make another video. I'm like addicted to making them now, and I hope to have more better informational ones in the future than ramblings. This one's going to be about candle magic. I'm not going to go in depth. I might later, especially if you have questions that you post or anything, but I wanted to share some things about candle magic, because that's like the main sort of workings I do is working with candles. I make my own candles, and it's once in a blue moon that I make them to sell because they're so time consuming. I don't have any special tools that I make them with. I only have 3 different molds, and I make them in old coffee cans. I'm recycling and reusing. I'll take the old coffee cans and I'll fill them with a clear wax, regular candle wax I get at the craft store. I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm making things to work, not to be super pretty or anything. And then depending on the intent, I'll put a color, like corresponding color, and then I'll put corresponding herbs. And I grind the herbs in there and I'll let them sit in the wax for a while until they go to the bottom. I mean, stirring everything, adding the color, and at the very end, before I pour them, I'll put in essential oils and occasionally fragrance oils, but I don't really like using fragrance oils. I think I've mentioned that before. And if I do use them, I'll say that I use them. And I don't like to get too much of the herbs in the candles because then I've had before when I first started doing this process that the candles explode sometimes, depending on the herbs you used, if you didn't grind them properly. Because they're heavy too, so they'll like sink in with the wax as the candle burns, and then they create like this ball at the bottom, and you have this flaming candle. And I've had some that smell really good, and I kind of didn't want to blow them out. I'm like, just started using like fireproof bowls and everything, hoping that I can just watch it like be this little cool flame thing, but it's not the best idea. You have to keep flour around to throw on them so that in case they got a hand. But I've learned to let the herbs sink and then use a ladle and scoop from the very top and slowly pour into my candle. I want to share some of the candles that I made. This is Abundance of Idun, and it has, it's apple scented, and this one does have fragrance oils in it, but not a lot. And it's for abundance, fertility, and there's more information about my candles on the website. I go into greater depth. But I used real apple peel that I peeled myself from a special event that we did, and I tried to have a dehydrator that I use, so I do a lot of my own stuff with those. I made this little candle. This is Freya's Bounty Candle for love and happiness. I have a lot of love stuff, but they're always like for different things, like love and happiness in the home, or love and peace, or love and something. And I was connected to something, a different folk tale or a different goddess or whatnot, so that you can connect with it at a different base instead of just like, this is my love candle, and that's it. And then you can choose what you want with that. I mean, I guess it's good and simple, but people, at least I know I like a little bit more than just that. Here's another big Mama Gemma. It's bigger than my, it's a little bit chubbier. This is my Spirits of Seduction candle. It says cinnamon and vanilla in it. I keep reformulating this blend for whatever reason. I feel like it works really well, but there's always it changes with what I'm looking for some reason. I know I'm making it for the people, but if it's what mood I'm in that it kind of changes. It never changes dramatically, so you're still going to get a good product out of it. But the first time I ever made them, I wasn't thinking about cutting myself off from it when I created it, and I got a lot of weirdos coming after me for a while. It was really weird because I'm not used to people chasing after me for any reason. Here's another one. I do some of them shaped, but the wick's really hard to work with these for whatever reason. They fall over a lot. So this is another Freya's Bounty candle, and I'm selling this on my Etsy set already. I've sold a couple. And so those already have the intent in them. You just put your energy and you burn them. They're good to go. I mean, you could anoint them again, but they're already filled with oils. And then you just use, if you want to get like a regular candle, like a tea light even, for a little spell to get it done like that, you can just take your oil and come to me lover, your Van oil, whatever you have, whatever you want to use. I sell oils on my Etsy site. I keep mentioning it. Sorry, but I keep telling you that it's a huge part of my life, so hope I don't overkill it. You can rub those in. There's different directions you can rub them in too, and I'll make a video probably on how to anoint them. soon. Everybody has their own little thing, but the way I've been working with them recently has actually improved my spellcasting with candles, oddly enough. And then before, I've made these luminaries so that you can just drop whatever candle you want in, and that way it's pretty. It's because it glows through here. I painted it all black so that when it burns through, it's kind of scrubby, grubby looking, but like cool, because it has like a funky texture, and then it'll glow through the picture too. And they're really simple. I'm going to start making more of these. I'm going to make goddess and god candles, and I think we're going to be making those for a fundraising thing that we're doing too. And I made these ones that were really simple, and when I use these for magic, I made these for Yule, but I'm going to use them all year round because I didn't use them for Yule, obviously. I just got a picture and I used sealing wax to glue it on. And when I use these ones, I'll anoint the inside with oil, and sometimes I'll sprinkle some herbs and everything and let it burn in there. And then as it burns down, I keep adding more in there just to keep it fresh. And I like using these because it keeps it contained. And then when I'm done, when it's empty, I'll clean the wax out and I will reuse these as luminaries in my own home. Recycle, reuse, right? And here's the god one I made. The wild man. And then I mentioned before, I don't really worship deities or anything, but I do like the balance of energy between masculine and feminine. I think it's really important. And a lot of pagans in this community, or everywhere, actually, I'm not even going to say this community, just that I'm more familiar with this one, tend to focus only on the goddess aspect, on the feminine aspect, because I think they feel that the world has too much male energy as it is. But in our own lives, we need to bring in that male aspect too. And I'm really concerned with the overload of using only the feminine in things. So I'm brought up today at a meeting that I think we should do maybe a God-oriented ritual, or even I know because we have a wonderful gay community here that we could work with. I know there's different gay and transgender gods and goddesses, and to do a ritual with them. Sorry, my ear is itchy. Would be fantastic because I never see that anywhere. Or doing one with the god, even because sometimes every time I never see it with just the god, unless it's like at Yule they'll do the Holly King, the Oak King. That's pretty much it. So do a ritual just for the god, like we do just for the goddess all the time, would be excellent. And went on a tangent when I'm trying to do candle magic. Another thing you can do, you can buy the regular pillars at pagan stores, and you can take the bottom and like take a quarter-sized amount on the bottom and scrape it out and cut it out, pack it with herbs, and then take another candle and burn it and seal it so that the herbs stay in there, so that it's pulling and then use oils to draw it up. Sorry, I keep needing to focus or to bring it up, but my computer's slower. To draw it upwards, so then you're drawing the energies up as you're burning it, and then out into the universe. Also, I've seen and I've practiced this too, but it gets kind of messy, but it's fun to get messy sometimes. I've rolled them in honey, a light layer of honey, and I've rolled them in herbs afterwards. But that's something you do outside because they explode a little bit, but it smells really good, the burning honey, and they're really good for like different associated with honey. Like I did one for prosperity and to sweeten things better. You can also roll them in oil and then roll them in herbs and burn them if you want to buy the pre-made candles at different pagan stores or anywhere where you can buy candles. And lastly, I know they sell like the little candles that are the size of the sealing wax. Those would be perfect to try if you don't want to use the huge candles. And I know they sell little ones of these too that you can get for short spell casting. And I like decorating them. I like making them more personal because then I remember the intent when I see them. And I mean, I remember the intent when I see the ones I make, but when I have a little picture or something, it helps me visualize it better. Visual picture person. And my time is running out here, so I want to keep it going. And so thank you for watching my vlog on candles.